So what I'm doing today is making some sugar cakes, which is just 12 parts sugar, 1 part water. And then I'll put them in these to dry out overnight. And hopefully tomorrow, if we don't get a massive snowstorm, they will get some food. Okay, so I'm gonna give the bees some sugar cakes in my 1-week hive. And I'm gonna do this real quick just cause it's cold and I only got, it was snowing and it stopped snowing. So we gotta do this before it starts snowing again. Cause you never know here in Western New York. So I didn't set this up very good. This is our first year. And I didn't have anything to put food in at the top. So I'm gonna take one of these short boxes and put it up at the top to stick the patties in. Take as much snow off as I can. Alright, yeah, and they're all up here, just like they were the other day. So I'll take the lid off and the inner cover off. And they are all, hopefully I don't lose too many. I don't want to stick this in the snow. And I'll stick get the snow. And normally this time of year with this, I think my husband said it's 16 degrees out, you wouldn't need to put your bee suit on. But because these guys are very angry because they're hungry, I would put mine on. And now I'm going to take these sugar cakes. Oops, I lost part of it. This could probably dry a little more. Hopefully the other one's a little better. Be a little more careful. Use 2 hands instead of 1. These aren't as dried out as I'd like. But yeah, they're pissed off. It's a good thing I put my bee suit on. Alright. Well, that's done. I'll put this back in here. I'll probably have to, I have a few more cakes in the house, but obviously I'm not going to use them right now. Get as many of these in here as I can. Inner cover back on. I don't want to get snow in here. You want to try to keep the moisture down. And you want to make, when it's this cold out, you want to open and close them as fast as possible. So they're it's pretty cold out here. There, that's done. So this is our first winter keeping bees. This hive right here is the weak hive, the one I just gave sugar patties. What I did was, there's the 2 large supers, and then there's a small one. I think it's a mid-size. We call it the honey super. I don't know if that's the technical name. That's normally the one you would put your shorter frames in for honey. And ideally, this would be insulated as well, and we'd put a hole in the front for to let moisture out. But this was our first year, and this hive got installed really late in the year, which is why it needed food. These are our 2 healthier hives, and if you can tell, we had a snowstorm, so I just cleaned out the fronts So if it gets warm enough, they'll come out and they'll do their business. And there was some dead bees that had to be cleaned off. But how I knew this hive wasn't getting enough food was because these two hives, the bottom one had some honey in it, and then the top one was full of honey. And when I opened these yesterday, when it was warmer out, there were no bees up at the top. All the bees were down lower. I saw no bees up at the top. I could hear them, but there were none on the top. When I opened this hive, before I even got the lid off, there was a bunch of bees up at the top, meaning they were out of food. So I went in and I put some food in there, because when we started out the year, this hive, we got it really late in the year. The bottom frame had a little bit of honey in it, but definitely not enough to last through winter. So we put some, I think 3 or 4 frames full of honey in the top. And it appears they've already eaten through it. So we've given them a little bit of food. And it's nice right now. We're shaded from the wind right here. It is a little breezy, but not right here, it's not. And it stopped snowing. So if I get another nice calm day with no snow, I'll come in probably within a week and check this hive and see how much of the sugar cakes they've already eaten, and probably give them some more.